remember the first time I ever went to yoga. I was 20 years old, I went with a friend, and I was like, where has this been all of my life? For the last 8 years, I've done yoga sporadically, but I've never really stuck to a schedule. I kind of just go whenever I feel like it, but lately I've been feeling like I need to be more structured and more regular because I always feel so much better when I'm doing it regularly. So I'm gonna challenge myself to go to hot yoga every day for a week, and I'm doing this for 3 reasons. Number 1, it makes me feel calm. Whenever I'm having bad anxiety or a really stressful week, going to yoga makes me feel like a weight has been lifted off my chest. And when I'm not feeling super anxious, going to yoga helps me prevent those anxious days. I always notice a marked difference between the weeks where I go to yoga and the weeks where I don't. Number 2, it burns calories. Any kind of movement that increases your heart rate is going to promote weight loss, and a fast-moving vinyasa flow in a heated room is definitely gonna do that. I want to note that I'm really happy with my body and the way that I am and the way that I look, but lately, all of my pants have been fitting kind of tight, and I really don't want to buy new ones, so I've been looking for some more calorie-burning things and also taking a look at my nutrition. Number 3, I want to show you what it would look like to go to yoga regularly for a week. You don't have to go every day like I'm doing, and you certainly don't have to go to a hot yoga class, but I just wanted to give you kind of a look at what it would feel like to be an average Joe like you or me going to yoga regularly. So without further ado, here is a week of going to hot yoga every day. It's Monday, and it is my first day of going to hot yoga 5 days in a row. I'm about to take the 5:30 class. It's about 5:10-ish right now. My main concern today has been not drinking enough water. The last time I did yoga was about 2 to 3 weeks ago, and I did not drink enough water. It was really hot that day, and after the yoga class, after sweating profusely, I had a terrible migraine because I was extremely dehydrated. So I'm afraid of that. I'm really afraid of that. I hate that feeling. So I've been chugging water today. I hope it's enough. And that's gonna be a challenge this whole week, is I just need to hydrate so much because that's a lot of sweating and it's a lot of like just getting stuff out. So I need to be putting as much back in as I possibly can. I've been working from home all day, so I'm kind of excited to get out and do something and move my body and kind of zone out a little bit. I will update you on how I feel afterwards. Well, that class was really hard. I didn't do some of the chaturangas and like, you know, I don't know all the terms, but like where you like do the little push-up and then you go up and then you go into downward dog. I didn't do a couple of those because my shoulder was really hurting, but by the end of it, I felt like really stretched out, and like the heat was like, I don't know, providing things that I don't normally do in my everyday life. So now I'm gonna go home and shower because I'm disgusting, and eat flame broiler, which is my favorite thing on the planet. Overall, day 1 was good, but hard. FYI, if you have been away from hot yoga for a while and you come back and expect to have a really easy time, you're crazy, because I was crazy. It was really hard. However, I was feeling really optimistic because I was like, I got day 1 out of the way. Day 2's gonna be a breeze. I already know what I'm getting myself into, and I was dead wrong because day 2 was rough. Hey, it is Tuesday, and it's about 2:30, and I need to leave to go to yoga at 4:10. And I'm already dreading it. Like, I have a lot of time to prepare myself, and I don't want to go. And I know that I'll feel better. I always feel better. You never regret a workout unless, like, you break your leg, like climbing rocks, then you probably would regret that workout. It's 4:11, and I am going to yoga. I have been sitting all day, and I have never felt this sore or like my butt hurts. I'm like cooped up. I don't know if it's because I went to yoga yesterday, so I like released things and I was moving my body, which in ways that I don't normally do during the week. And now I'm like missing that. And if do I always feel this like tight? I don't know. Class isn't over, but I felt like death. So I came into the bathroom to like cool off. It's 98 degrees in there and the room is packed, and I just felt like I couldn't do it. It was so hard. So I'm just gonna sit here and breathe a little bit and regain my bearings, and then I'm gonna go back in. Yoga update, get it? Because it's like yoga and update. I went to about 45 minutes of that class and it was very hot in there. I don't know what's wrong with me because I've never walked out of a yoga class before, but I did. I left. There's about half an hour left of the class and I couldn't do it. I felt super hot and really overwhelmed, and like every move like made me want to throw up. I'm planning on going to a night class tomorrow on Wednesday, and I'm gonna take it with a different teacher because I took it with the same teacher Monday, Tuesday, and I think that she may just be doing a flow, like a style that is not like a little bit more advanced than what I can like physically do. So that's the plan. Hot tip for those considering going to hot yoga: when you're done, don't just throw the sweaty clothes into the laundry bin. Hang them up and let them air out and then put them in the laundry bin. You will thank me. Just like my no coffee week, Tuesday was my hardest day. I left about 3/4 through of that class. I could not make it. I was super claustrophobic. I was oh so hot. People were like pressing in on me, and I was miserable, so I left. I was really beating myself up about leaving that class, but listen, after watching that footage, I felt bad for myself. Like, it's okay to listen to your body. It's okay to call it quits. I think my inner Enneagram 3 was like, you didn't finish, you are a loser, you have failed, but yoga isn't something to be like accomplished. It's just a way to care for your body, and that was how I was caring for my body in the moment. Let's see how day 3 went. Okay, I am leaving for class, and I don't want to go more than I didn't want to go yesterday. And because yesterday was so sucky, I extra don't want to go, and I feel like a whiny teenager because it's like, I get to go to this wonderful class and like move my body, and I'm so lucky, and I need to remind myself of that. Today has just been really hard, and going to yoga is the last thing I want to do. I just want to sit on the couch and watch Veep and eat pasta. But I just have to remember to be grateful for this opportunity to move my body and be around other people and experience something new, which is going to this many yoga classes in a week. Let's do it. Okay, I'm walking home, and that was like one of the best yoga classes of my life. I think I went in there kind of just feeling defeated, and the last 2 classes that I've taken, I've just been having this like running to-do list in my head and like thinking about work and like planning things out. But today I was just like, I don't care about any of it. And I went and I was able to fully like just think about the workout and the yoga or whatever. We did a lot of chair poses, and those are always really hard for me, but they felt really good, and I felt really strong, and the heat didn't bother me as much, and it wasn't as crowded, so I felt like I had room to move and room to breathe. And I feel so much better. I'm really glad I went. And that's why I love yoga. I didn't really include this in the vlog, but when I was standing by the door about to leave, I was crying. I don't even know why. I don't even remember that day or why I was feeling the way that I was. But I was just in a bad mood. I had a bad day and was feeling like super sorry for myself. So I went into the studio and I was feeling super defeated, and I left that class feeling the complete opposite. I felt hopeful, I felt rejuvenated, my body felt amazing, and I was so grateful that I went. And I just want to note that for myself, like watching this back, and also for you, that like I don't know many workouts that can completely like change your mind and your body. Like, it really just like reset me in a way that I really needed on that day. Now on to day 4. Good morning, it's day 4, and I am going to take a class midday, so a noon class, because I can't do it tonight. I'm actually really excited to go today, which is new for me because I typically dread working out, but I've been working all morning and I'm feeling like like kind of like a zombie, and I think it will be nice to have something to kind of wake me up and stretch and get out of my head for a little while. So let's see how it goes. So I just took the Power Hour class, which is only an hour long, and I really liked it because it like went right into it. So there was no like chanting or rolling around. It was just like, now you're working out. And I know that yoga is more than that. And I deeply know that because I feel the difference in like my heart. When that sounds so cheesy, but it's really true. Like it helps with my depression, it helps with my anxiety, it helps center me. I feel more connected to my body, all of those things. But today, I kind of just wanted to sweat. And I did that, and it felt really good. There were some things I didn't do because it was too much for my arms. But overall, it was good. After I got back from yoga, I had rice cakes with avocado on top, and I'm still hungry and like feeling like really weak, so I'm making some chicken and broccoli currently, and then I'm also drinking some like emergency with like vitamin C in it or whatever. So hopefully that like makes this afternoon a little bit easier. but I do want to say, like, if you are gonna do a yoga class, a hot yoga class in the middle of your workday, make sure that you fuel your body really well afterwards, that you prepare for the slump, that you know it's gonna happen, that you're gonna be tired. Those are my tips. Day 4 was good, but I got a terrible migraine that night because I didn't fuel my body correctly. I have since learned that you are supposed to take electrolytes when you do really sweaty workouts, and I wasn't doing that week. So for day 5, I actually took a day off because I was not feeling great after that migraine. Here's me talking about that. But that's something to note if you are thinking about going to hot yoga regularly. It's just, and I know I've said this before, but like water. Like more water than you should drink, that you think you should drink. Because I drink a lot of water, and I was not prepped to sweat that much and like lose that much water from my body. And it was like I could feel my brain like tightening, like the blood vessels being like, I'm dying. I am way more aware of how my posture is. Like I've been sitting up straight or realizing that I'm slumping in ways that I really don't during the day, usually. And also I feel like more tight, not like flopping around. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, just went to class and they had some grapes there from someone's backyard. And they're like the best grapes I've ever had. And that was one of the best classes I've taken all week because I really needed a break from a lot of shoulder stuff because my shoulder's been hurting. So we did a lot of like shoulder stretches, and I took it easy on the vinyasas because it hurt to like go down. And I feel really good. It was a good way to end the week. So not only did I take one of the best classes I'd taken all week, but I also got to eat some of the best grapes I've ever eaten. So win-win! Overall, I learned a few things that I want to share with you from taking a hot yoga class every day for a week. Number 1, listen to your body. If you feel like you need to stop during class or take a rest day, do it. Number 2, fuel your body with good food and electrolytes. Underline the electrolytes. Number 3, if you're having a bad day, yoga can turn that around. If you're interested in supporting this channel, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/howfunny. Any little bit helps. That money goes towards my editing software. It goes towards hiring a DP once a month so I can get additional footage. And it also just makes me feel very supported and encouraged. The link is in the description if you're interested. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a lovely, lovely day. Oh, and if you go to hot yoga, please tell me in the comments, let me know how it was. Was it your first time? Was it your 50th time? Let's start a little hot yoga fan club, shall we? Because it's the best.